just tap it twice. 1, 2, and done. You don't have to tap it regularly. Just 1, 2, done. So now I will be popping it into the oven. Then I will be answering your questions. Yes. So guys, preheating time would be 180 degrees for 10 to 20 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes are sufficient. And your baking time would be at 180 degrees. You will be baking it for 30 to 35 minutes. Okay. Uma, if you don't have an oven, you can bake in a convection OT oven if you have, or you can go for baking in cooker. For cooker, you don't have to add anything onto the base. Just put a ring or a bowl, your katori. Just reverse it down and put it in the cooker. Close the lid without the vessel and put it on medium to high flame for preheating for 20 minutes. And then take the lid off. You can put your batter in the pan and keep it on the same bowl. Close your lid, put it again for simmer for 35 to 50 minutes. There is no replacement for soya milk, Vyanshi, because it acts as a replacer for eggs. You can't replace them. Ma'am, you can add those chocolate sponge would be different, but if you want to try at home, you can just remove 1 to 2 tablespoons of flour and replace it with cocoa powder in the same recipe, and rest of the ingredients remains the same. For OTG, for preheating, you have to use both your rods on, upper and lower rods on with fan on. And for baking, you have to keep your lower rod on. Baking soda and baking powder are completely different, ma'am, because baking soda is your sodium bicarbonate and your baking powder is sodium bicarbonate plus your corn flour plus some other ingredients. Both of them act differently because baking soda acts immediately, and since you might have seen that baking soda, when you add baking soda to the recipe, it acts immediately. Or if you put baking soda in water, it gives bubbles like the fizz you will drink or the cold drink you drink, same way. And baking powder gives the action but slowly. Sure, I will be repeating the ingredients once again. First of all, we will be doing is preparing our dry ingredients, which is your all-purpose flour, maida. Then we will be adding a baking powder, baking soda, soy milk powder to it. After that, a pinch of salt. Just whisk your dry ingredients or mix them well and keep the bowl aside. To another bowl, we will be adding our sugar, oil, milk, sugar and oil. Then you have to whisk the ingredients well till your sugar is mixed with the oil. Then please add your vanilla essence or whatever flavoring agent you are going to use. Whisk it again. Keep your vinegar and milk ready beforehand so that your milk curdles. लाइक वो दूध फट जाता है ना वैसा टेक्सचर चाहिए पूरी तरह नहीं उसको फाड़ना और उसको अच्छे से मिक्स करके उसको बैटर में यूज करना whisk your wet ingredients till you don't have your oil and water separations मतलब आपको उस बैटर में पानी और जो ऑयल वाला पार्ट है ना वो आपका इमर्शन बन जाना चाहिए अलग अलग नहीं ऑयल और पानी रहना चाहिए उतना आपको उसको विस्क करना है keep your pans ready add sorry so there is no substitute for vinegar you have to use apple cider vinegar please don't use your regular vinegar because it is synthetic acetic acid which is not good for health as well as it won't give the same results in the recipe you always have to use apple cider vinegar it's a healthier version so your dry ingredients and wet ingredients are ready to now you have to do is get some hot water as per the recipe. Keep your pans ready. Now add your dry ingredients to wet. Don't add wet to dry, add dry to wet. Mix with a spatula, not with a balloon whisk, or you will end up whisking it more, which is not needed, and you will get the results as a denser cake. Don't overmix the batter. Once you see your flour specks are evenly mixed in the batter, add in your hot water. Mix it well, prepare a smooth batter without lumps, pour it into the cake pan, pop it into the oven. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes and you are good to go. For milk and vinegar, what you have to do is take room temperature milk, add in your, I guess recipe says 1 teaspoon and half teaspoon vinegar. Add that vinegar to the milk, keep it aside. Do this before starting your recipe. Weigh your ingredients, do your measurements and mix everything. Once the milk part comes, just give a stir with a spoon and add in your milk. No, you don't have to add boiled milk. You have to add room temperature milk, not cold, not boiled, not warm even. It should be room temperature. If it is in your refrigerator, just keep it out for half an hour and you will have room temperature milk because these days it's so hot that your room will be hotter even. So you can do the same. Timing for cooker baking is 45 to 50 minutes. After 40 minutes, you can remove the lid, poke in your toothpick or some skewer to check if the center is baked. You will come to know if it would take 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Don't keep opening it again and again, just once or twice.
Gurnur, you're on mute. Gurnur, you're on mute. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. All your measurements are in teaspoons or grams or cups. For Morphy Richard OTG, ma'am, you can use lower rod for baking, and for preheating, you have to use upper rod with fan. Ma'am, in cooker, you have to bake, or else you can't use any other vessel because you need to create that temperature in the cooker, which is possible. Yes, you have to preheat pressure cooker also. All you have to do is place your cooker, place a katori or a ring in the bottom of the cooker. Don't add salt or anything. You don't have to add anything. Remove your whistle, put the lid, put it on preheat for 15 to 20 minutes. I would suggest 20 minutes to let it preheat well. To this, once you are done with the 20 minutes, now add in your batter to the pan, place it on the bowl or katori which you have placed in the cooker, close the lid without whistle. Don't add the whistle to it. First on simmer, you have to cook the cake for about 45 to 50 minutes. Ma'am, you can go for Marwana castor sugar, or you can use Uttam castor sugar. You can see whichever brand is available. Marwana is very much good. Yes, you can substitute oil with butter. Use butter like your melted butter, not in solid state, but in liquid state, and then you can use it. But please use it on room temperature. Don't use butter, or your sugar will be melting in the bowl only. The quantity remains same as per oil. There's no replacement for castor sugar. You have to use it. It's your regular brown, your Buddha chini you use for laddus or your pinnis. Na? It's somewhat same. You can use the Buddha chini as well. No, you don't have to put hot water and milk together. Hot water you have to add once your both dry and wet mixture is evenly mixed. At that stage, you will be adding your hot water. We are adding hot water to activate baking soda. No, you can't replace soya milk powder with eggs. It's not possible in this recipe. No, salted, you don't have to use